You're exactly where you're meant to be, okay? And there's so much of your life ahead of you if you want it. If you really believe that these are just markers that are going to help you continue forward into your life, it's okay to start over. It is okay to start over. It is okay to start over. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Sabrina and I'm a shamanic brand strategist helping sovereign leaders like you activate their legacy and experience true sovereign embodiment. With what's going on in the world right now, we are seeing massive shifts. We are in the process of anchoring new Earth, which is when the frequency of the planet is changing to a higher vibration. This is why we're seeing so much of the old fall away and collapse, is because it's not going to be able to be sustained with where we're going. There have been so many of us that have been putting in the work for a long time, some before 2012, some got catalyzed in 2012 like myself, some after. It doesn't matter where you were when you started your spiritual journey. All that matters is that you are actively doing the work to embody your sovereignty, to become your true self. And so something that's been coming up for me a lot lately, if you haven't known my story, I've been in and out of the hospital the last 2-3 years working with Loma Linda University around my journey with seizures that I started having after I was struck by lightning. And if you want to learn more about that, I've got the videos linked in the description. You can click here about how I've been healing through seizures naturally. But this isn't about me, this is about you, okay? And the big thing I want to share is that you have total permission to pivot. Let's dive into this. As you are doing the work and people are falling out of your life, things, habits that you once participated in, they don't resonate anymore. So you're becoming that blessed up version of you who is in alignment with that vision, right? You're following the habits, you have a stronger self-concept. I talk a lot about that with Law of Assumption. You can also view those videos here as well. But all in all, you are actively participating in the shift. And so when you are shifting on an energetic level, you are restructuring your DNA and your habits, your mindset, all of that. There may be a time for you to pivot and recognize that the season that you were once in is done. I know I'm navigating through that right now. I'm shifting a lot in my business. I'm in the process of getting my real estate exam because I believe, my license I should say, because I believe that you're going to see a lot of changes in real estate, especially as we're seeing the economy keep changing and you're seeing a rise in crypto. And the fiat, not just of the US dollar, but all around the world is really following. People are going to be investing more in assets. So this is where I'm pivoting a bit with my real estate license. But, you know, there's still a deep passion within me to help people reclaim their power. And that's what I want to share a lot still with YouTube. But it's because I've been doing the work. And so I wanted to share that with you, because if you are finding yourself beating yourself up that what was working before isn't working anymore, it's okay to pivot. It's okay to change. It's okay to make the shifts, you know. This is about trusting your intuition and taking that leap of faith of what you're feeling is in alignment with where you're going. Otherwise, you're just gonna get stuck in this consciousness trap and loop, and it's not fun. Trust me, I was really, really stuck in there, and that's why I think I've been having seizures. It was like the wake-up call that I was navigating through of like, there's something needs to change. Something needs to shift. And so it's literally like shifting me in that way. But all I want to say is that when you're pivoting, it's important to recognize that what you were doing before, there is a reason why you were in that situation, that season, that job, whatever it is that you're finding yourself just not really relationship, whatever isn't in alignment anymore. There were lessons that you learned, there were skill sets that you gained, and it was maybe even an opportunity for you to develop stronger boundaries, to develop more self-respect, to know what you want, what you don't want. There's a time and place for everything, and there is a reason for everything. So the thing that I just really want you to grasp and understand is that, yes, it's scary pivoting, because our brain, I should say, likes to tell you and convince you to stay in the things that it knows because it's logic. You have to remember, though, you are not your mind. You are a soul, right? You are a spiritual being having a human experience. You have a mind and you have a body. And it's about how do you not allow your mind to control your life, but you allow your heart to lead the way and to take that leap of faith. I know for me, as someone who struggled with mental health challenges my entire life, this was a huge thing I've had to really work through with therapy, psychedelics, doing the deep work. How do I tame my mind, use it as a tool, because we need to use our mind as a tool, but it's not the end all be all truth, right? Again, the mind is using logic, and it will tell you based off of past conditioning, past beliefs, past circumstances, logic, what it knows, what it's experienced, right? But we can't live in the past, and we have to keep our eye, of course, in the future while maintaining presence in the now moment. So if something's feeling off, if something isn't resonating anymore, honor that, recognize that. Some things that you can do to really hone into that: journal, reflect, have a conversation with your loved ones, get out in nature. If you need to talk to a therapist, go do it. The biggest thing that I just really want you to recognize and understand is that it's okay to pivot, and more than that, it's okay to start over. Trust me, I'm turning 35 this year and starting a whole new career. There's been a lot of doubt creeping in of like, oh, did I miss it? Like, am I late to the party? Whatever. You're exactly where you're meant to be, okay? And there's so much of your life ahead of you if you want it, That's all I'm going to say about that. But if you really believe that these are just markers that are going to help you continue forward into your life, it's okay to start over. It is okay to start over. It is okay to start over. Take what resonates from the past, your past circumstances, your past situations, your past seasons, what still resonates. What have you integrated, and take that forward with you. This is something I just really want you to understand, because even being on YouTube lately, I've been seeing a lot of videos, maybe it's my algorithm, I don't know, but my friends are also sending me this, of a lot of people starting over, a lot of people pivoting. But this is, again, so much of that Aquarius energy, right? We are leaving the Piscean age that has been around 3D dominance of division and separation, and now we're going and pivoting into 5D unity consciousness, and more than just unifying with one another, transcending the competition and going more into collaboration. We need to find that inner unity within ourselves, balancing our masculine, our feminine energies, knowing the balance of, hustle and flow, right? Of course, you need to put hard work in, but you can work smarter, not harder, right? So I should say you can put the work in, but do it smarter. And that's something I really want to continue to share more here. But after being gone for 2 years and trying to get back into what I was doing before, for me, it's not working. The drive isn't there like it used to be, and I've had to really work through this. I've been really introspective all week and just being like, it's okay, because of course there's a grieving period, because it's also part of an ego death that we're going through, that if things that we're transcending or pivoting from or moving away from, that was so much of our identity, there's a huge ego death, and there's a part of us that will feel like it's dying. But again, we got to clear out the old to make space for the new. So something that I would recommend if you really want to do that, I know I talked about journaling before, but another thing, especially us here in the Northern Hemisphere, I know I got tons of friends in Bali and Australia and whatnot too, but in the Northern Hemisphere, we're approaching spring soon. Start taking a day of cleaning out a closet, getting rid of expired lotions and crap from your bathroom, getting rid of expired kitchen things or kitchen items you won't need. Start to simplify. My grandmother, whose birthday was on the 29th, so she would have been, I think, 23. Bless her heart, my grandma's still watching me from the heavens, and I've been feeling her, but her favorite expression was kiss. keep it simple, stupid. So for me, I got rid of my old computers. I've traded them in to Apple. I ended up just getting one brand new laptop and hooking it to my Samsung M8 monitor. So I'm gonna have a video on that soon, sharing that haul, which I'm very excited to share about. But it's just clean slate. This is so much of the theme that's happening right now, clean slate. We're in March, right? We're approaching spring. I know for me also, I consider myself a holiday Catholic, and so I'm participating in Lent, and I gave up social media for 40 days. There's a part of me that doesn't feel like I really want to go back to it. But there's a lot of purging and releasing that's happening, not just on a personal level, but collectively, like I said, 3D to 5D consciousness. And so you have every right, you are supported to pivot. If something doesn't feel in alignment, you need to have that self-respect to honor yourself first before worrying about everyone else and what are they going to think. They're going to feel if something doesn't resonate with you anymore, right? They're attracted to your energy, your wisdom, and your light. They will feel, 1111 on my camera as I said that, they will feel what is fueling you, what is inspiring you. Passion and purpose go hand in hand. That's Steve Pelvina. That was the quote I used for my college applications, but that's something I hold near and dear to my heart. Trust this process and trust where you're at if you're ready to pivot. And know that you're not the only one who's starting over if you're ready to start over. We've been bombarded with social media. We've been bombarded with a lot of information. As a millennial, I think especially we were the last generation to remember what was like pre and post technology. So I think now that we're so dominated by technology, we're a technology dominated society, we're craving more of that time away from technology because we know what life was like away from it as well. So again, take that time out if you need it, nourish what you need, and all in all, stay true to what feels in alignment, what feels expansive, and what supports that blessed up vision that you're ready to become of you. So with that being said, I'm curious to hear in the comments if you are someone who's feeling that it's time to pivot and that it's time to shift and that what was working before isn't anymore. I'd love to hear if that's you because I want to support you and know that you aren't alone. If you're feeling called to do deeper work during that time, I would highly suggest my program Thrive. It is a game-changing life experience. Don't believe me, read the testimonials. People were able to overcome husbands who committed suicide, overcome smoking addiction. They were able to reclaim their power. It's very, very deep work. It's probably the program I'm the most proud of that I've really put my heart and soul into from my own healing experience and journey, and I want to share that with you. So if you want to learn more, you can go to sabrinariccio.com/thrive, or you can check the description below. It's a flow on your own experience with tons of workbooks to really dive in. Again, I just really want you to embrace this transformational time that you're going through because life is happening for you, not to you, and you are the star of your reality, right? This is your life. God knows exactly where you're meant to be and where you're going, and it's up to you to practice faith and to continue to walk by faith and not by sight, especially when you're taking that leap into new territories that seem unfamiliar or unknown. So believe in yourself, believe that God has your back, believe that you're exactly where you're meant to be. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. And thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Take care. The world is ready for your medicine.